What's up, guys? You gotta smash the like button and subscribe before we start the video today because, well, listen to me when I say that this video is going to be amazing, informative, and mind-blowing. We won't have time later on in the video to tell you to like and subscribe or do any of that stuff, so just do it now, all right? You got it? Perfect. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking about records, and more records. The most beers drunk in a season, the most beers drunk in a game, the most beers drank... Wait, no, I meant basketball records. I was reading the wrong script, guys. That one was for my Alcoholics Anonymous channel. Sorry, guys, my mind drifted to its natural drunken space. Let's get back to it. Okay, we're going to be talking about basketball records today, and more specifically, we are going to be talking about Steph Curry's basketball records. I did quite a bit of research into this, and my God, guys, this man is a shooting machine. Steph Curry is known to be the greatest shooter of the rock since James Naismith invented the game of basketball. You see, guys, I told you today was going to be informative. It looks as if some of y'all didn't even know who invented basketball. Some of you probably thought it was like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Wilt Chamberlain, or maybe someone else. Anyway, Steph Curry's shooting heroics started from probably the day he was born, and as a result, he holds many records in the NBA today. Prepare to be blown away. Curry was the record holder for the fewest games played in the NBA to reach 1,000 three-pointers, until Buddy Hield broke it just the other day. But regardless, it just shows that Curry has been lighting them up from deep. He reached 1,000 career three-pointers after just playing 369 games. Just so you can understand how impressive that is, that's an average of almost 3 made three-pointers per game in his first 5 seasons of the NBA. After passing the 1,000 career three-pointers mark, Stephen Curry got even hotter from beyond the three-point line on his way to his 2,000th three-pointer. He also holds the record for the fewest games played to reach 2,000 three-pointers, with only 597 games. Doing some quick math, 2,000 made threes divided by 597 shots is just over 3 shots. Yep, he previously made it 2.7 three-pointers per game to get to the 1,000 mark, but increased that to 3.3 three-pointers. Man, this guy can shoot. Lauri Markkanen of the Chicago Bulls holds the record for the fastest player to get 100 career three-pointers. However, Stephen Curry holds the record for the fastest player to get 100 three-pointers in a single season. The man made 100 three-pointers in just 20 games. Quick math, that means that Steph Curry scored an average of 5 made three-pointers per game for 20 games to start that season. This is where it gets really interesting. Curry has the highest scoring average for any player who has made the 50-40-90 club. That's 50% of their field goals made and over 40% of their three-point field goals, while shooting over 90% from the charity stripe for an entire NBA season. For that season, he scored an average of 30.1 points per game, and that's simply amazing. For those of you who can't grasp how big that is, imagine a guy giving you 30 every night from over 50% of the shots he takes and over 40% from the three-point line, and almost never missing a free throw. During the stretch of immaculate shooting, Steph Curry led the league in free throw shooting percentage as expected, and has the record for the highest scoring average while doing that. As you know, or if you don't know, you should know, and we want you to know. So we will tell you, so you will now know, that Stephen Curry is a 2-time MVP. You may be saying to yourself, we all know that. Now I know that what you don't know is that Steph Curry has the largest increase in points per game from the previous season by an MVP. Imagine that a player performed so incredibly well that he won the MVP for the season and beat out all 400 other contestants, but the following season, he shatters the number of points he scored in his MVP season. Well, that's what Steph Curry did. If you ask anyone who knows anything about basketball, who has the record for the most beers drunk in a season, chances are they will say, probably Charles Barkley. If you ask that same person who has the record for the most three-pointers made in a single season, chances are they will say Steph Curry. And yes, they would be correct indeed. Steph Curry made 402 three-pointers in a single season, and that is the record currently, and to be honest, I don't see anyone breaking that record for hundreds of thousands of years. Stephen Curry also has the record for the most consecutive NBA games with at least one made three-pointer in a single season. That record is 79 consecutive NBA games with a made three-pointer. Do you know how hard that is to do? Like, seriously, guys, the NBA season is 82 games in length. Imagine a player making a three-point shot a game for almost the length of an entire NBA season. The man has so many NBA records that no other player even comes close. Well, Wilt Chamberlain is an exception, but this video is not about Wilt. Bless his legendary soul. Stephen Curry has records that I didn't even know were records. For example, he has the record for the most games played with at least 4 three-pointers and 3 assists. He has done this 269 times. He also has the record for the most games played with at least 5 three-pointers and 5 assists, and he did this 165 times. The list goes on. He has the most games played with at least 6 three-pointers and 6 assists. That record stands at 77 games. And it doesn't end here. He also has the record for most games with 7 three-pointers made and 7 assists, and that record stands at 31 games. Stephen Curry also has the record for the most games played with 8 three-pointers made and 8 assists. This record stands at 17. The list isn't finished, but my beer is. 1 second, guys. Okay, all filled up. The last record like this on the list is the most games with 9 three-pointers and 9 assists. This record is only at 2, but I'm 100% sure that before long he will add to this list with at least 10 three-pointers and 10 assists. Earlier we mentioned that Steph Curry has the record for the most consecutive games with at least 1 three-pointer in a single season, but we did not mention that he also has the record for the most consecutive games with at least 1 three-pointer across multiple seasons. He has scored at least 1 three-pointer in 157 games consecutively. If we were to put that number up a notch to 2, Steph Curry also holds the record for the most consecutive games with at least 2 three-pointers made. That record is at 53 games. And why stop there? Let's go even higher. What about 3 three-pointers made? Well, Steph Curry also has the record for that. He has at least 3 three-pointers in 24 consecutive games. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are just random numbers, but let's go to a very important number for some important reason, 8. Trust me, guys, 8 is important. Why else would you lose when you sink the 8 ball in billiards? Stephen Curry has the record for the most consecutive games with at least 8 three-pointers. He had 3 of these games. It's easier for players to accumulate games with multiple three-pointers made that aren't consecutive games, but Stephen Curry still has most of these records. Stephen Curry has the record for the most games with at least 5 three-pointers. He also has the records with the most games with at least 6 three-pointers. He also has the record for the most games with at least 7 three-pointers. He has the most games with at least 8 three-pointers. He has the most games with at least 9 beers. But he has the most games. Wait, I just said beers, didn't I? Well, I meant three-pointers. Fun fact here, guys. Did you know that Steph gets insanely better sometimes when he drinks? In 2015, when the Dubs were down 2-1 to Memphis, and when Steph wasn't shooting particularly well, Draymond invited him for a drink. Well, you know how it happens. You say one drink, but before you know it, you're asking the waiter for your second one when you're already actually on your third. Anyway, they ordered a bunch of drinks, had a lot of fun, then got back onto the court to win the next 3 games in a row, then eventually went on to winning the championship. That's actually what inspired me to drink so much beer. Maybe not, but moving along. Steph has the record for the most games with at least 10 three-pointers. He has the most games with at least 11 three-pointers, and he has the most games with at least 12 three-pointers. There are many NBA shooters that are really good from behind the three-point line, such as Ray Allen, Steve Nash, Joe Harris, so it's extremely impressive that Stephen Curry is first all-time with the most seasons where he has led the league in three-pointers made. So far, he has led the league 5 times with the most three-pointers made in a single season. Do you guys remember the player named Michael Adams? Well, he's a former NBA All-Star that played in the NBA a very, very long time ago. Stephen Curry is tied with Michael Adams for the most seasons leading the NBA in three-pointers attempted with 5 seasons. Another well-known record that Stephen Curry has is his unanimous MVP selection. He is the only player in the history of the NBA that won the MVP award unanimously. Guys, unfortunately, my beer is finished and the liquor store is closed. And that just wonks. But I'll leave you with one more incredible record from this incredible guy. Stephen Curry is the only player in the history of the NBA to win a three-point contest, an MVP award, and an NBA championship in the very same season. Oh, what's that? Oh, my God, guys, yes. I still have one more beer, but it's just kind of hidden behind something. Life is good, guys. Life is good.